Happy Columbus Day. Today we celebrate one of the founding pillars of the United States of America that came centuries before when Christopher Columbus set out sailing west. The spirit of exploration. The idea that we're the pioneers, the explorers, the unafraid, the people who believe it is our manifest destiny to continue to expand, literally as well as metaphorically. The triumph of the human spirit, the curiosity about the world around us. That too is one of the pieces of the founding character of the United States of America. It's part of our culture. It's different than the constitutional principles. The Constitution came in 1789. You think about the Declaration of Independence came in 1776. This is centuries before. Now we're talking about when Christopher Columbus set sail out west. That's what we commemorate. I know that we recently renamed Columbus Day after Christopher Columbus, which I think makes sense, as opposed to Discovery Day or Indigenous Peoples Day or whatever. But I share this message not to trigger the libs or own the libs, but because it's a revival of who we actually are as a country, as a people. Part of that spirit is that idea that we're daring, that we're bold. We take risks. Sometimes we fail, but we pick ourselves up and do it again. And even when we fail in taking those risks, remember Christopher Columbus thought he was setting sail for a very different place, India and the Asian peninsulas. Instead, he ended up in the United States of America, not quite the United States, but the periphery around it, islands around the United States, and led to the discovery of an entire new world. And so that's what we celebrate. The spirit of being daring, the spirit of risk-taking, the spirit of being willing to fail, but to learn incredibly new things going beyond what we even expected as we did it. That's what makes our country and our heritage and our founding culture and our pre-founding culture so special. So unique. I know there are those who wanted to cling on to the Indigenous Peoples Day, but we would do well to reflect on what's wrong with that vision of America. Are we just a place where there's a bunch of people occupying it and it's a question of who happened to occupy it first? Or are we a nation and a culture built around a kind of set of ideals, an attitude, a spirit? We're the latter. That's who we are, and that too is part of what we remember this Columbus Day. Not just preaching that to some woke wing of the left hanging on to Indigenous Peoples Day, but more importantly, in remembering and reviving who we actually are. Think about that. There's more there than might meet the eye.